Internet. There, I said it 3 times now. Whoops, why am I looking at my own channel? I said it 3 times now. Presumably you will appear. Yeah, sorry for the slightly late start today. I was doing pretty good. I was starting reasonably on time. Uh, Give or take. That might be a lie. Anyways, yeah, I was just doing like life stuff, I guess, this morning. And now we're off though. People didn't seem to like the title of the stream yesterday being whatever, so I still plan on jumping around from like thing to thing, and I still plan on basically doing whatever today. But hopefully everything at once will be a slightly more intriguing title. Or I don't know. I guess in hindsight, whatever just kind of does express like a whole bunch of apathy. But whatever. um, so yeah, I guess I might as well just get started on building out the interface for Journey. Yeah. All right. So right now, what happens? We run it and we get the big whatever this thing popping up. And is this getting longer? I swear this is getting longer. Like it's already too tall for my taste, but I swear it's actually getting taller somehow. Anyways, so yeah, we have. Oh yeah, I should open up the other chat window because as I whoops, not that one. As I realized yesterday, I am actually the bot is actually speaking to this chat channel. So yeah, so now what happens is like hypothetically I can go like I don't know, look, a twig, and and then I can give the options like take twig or hey, how's it going, Verlis? Take twig or don't. And now this still doesn't actually do anything, but we can see that when I print it, JourneyBot says, look, a twig, take twig, or don't. And we're not actually doing anything with the commands yet, but we do have these two commands, take and don't. So we can do things like we used to do with or like we do with the other event types. Dare you say hi Wordless? I forget. I thought hi Wordless. I don't know if it actually came out of my face. I forgot to say hi to you yesterday, so I'll say hi just gratuitously many times. Hey Wordless, welcome. Wordless, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Wordless, yay, you made it. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. Sorry about that. I don't know why I keep banging my gavel today. I just have this I just have this compulsion to like kind of hit my fist against the table, but I can stop that. Or can I? I don't know. We'll find out. So the action panel, pretty simple. Just as the text input and the button, which still doesn't even have a label. How do I give a button a label in tkinter? I am now inclined to wonder. Tkinter button. I should just save those docs. I should just save those docs that I was looking at yesterday because I'm going to be looking at those docs quite a bit. Tkinter reference. Tom, welcome. How's it going? Oh. You know what I'm actually going to do before I work on anything else is I'm going to add in that switch so that I can deactivate Pygame when I need to, or when I want to, because it's just so not necessary right now, and I think I'm just going to want that in general. I think that's just going to be like, it already, just for the amount of aggravation it would have saved, it already would have paid off. So yeah, I will definitely do that. TK. Does it really not have a... No, it just doesn't want to have a favicon. Anyways, so yeah, what was I going to look up? I was going to look up how to give buttons text. I'll give the button text, and then I will do the thing about the thing. How do I give button text? Text displayed on the button. Good. So when we're making our button, we can just say width equals whatever, command equals whatever. Actually, I'll start with this. I'll say text equals create event. Right, that's what I called it, right? Create event, yeah. Create event. Yeah. Alright. So now, hypothetically, the button should have, cool, look at the button has text on it. Alright, so now let's do that thing where we can deactivate Pygame, because it's just too much to handle. Alright, so I guess, yeah, I'll do all that stuff like normal. Yeah, all I really need to deactivate is the part where we actually create the window, I guess. And then update stuff. So, well, so yeah, so very early on, I'll have Pygame on equal false. I mean, typically that's equal to true, but since we're deactivating it now, I'm going to set it equal to false for starters. So now we can say if Pygame on whenever we need to. So, yeah, where do we actually like create the? We actually like generate the whatever. I guess here, right? Graphics. Yeah, I guess just by creating it, yeah, alright, so this will be the part that we, if Pygame on. Yeah, probably just all this stuff, right? I assume so. Anyways, so if Pygame on, then we will do all these things. Otherwise, we will not even bother. And right. For event in Pygame. Actually, some of this stuff might be like that thing. I don't know what that means, so I'm just gonna ignore it. So I'm just gonna say if Pygame on and this other stuff. Is that like that might be all of it actually. Do we reference it anywhere else? All right, wow. I thought that was going to be challenging. What are you complaining about? Oh, false. Capital F, false. Right. Save that. So is that's probably going to return like weird errors or something. No. All right, cool. Oh, I should deactivate that bottom bar so it doesn't turn flat black every time I turn it on. All right, cool. Cool. And right, that'll be less headachy. I still need to figure out how to deactivate this button. Huh. I don't have to, but I really should, because I'm gonna mess myself up with that. I can ignore it for now. Actually, I don't know. Let's see if it's easy. Because if it's easy and obvious, then why not do it right now? Excuse me. Have you realized I've been like, I don't know. I feel like I've been pretty dour. I think it's because everything's been really annoying. I've been feeling a bit dour about dev, but I don't know. I'm gonna try and trick my brain into thinking that I'm not feeling dour by smiling more. Maybe that'll work. That's supposed to work, right? That's the trick. You just smile and then everything gets magically better. That's what they say, right? Alright, so what the what? I guess, I mean, this would be very, like, it's not a widget, it's like the thing itself. It's like the dude itself. So I'll just ask the internet, I guess. tkinter disable uh, disable close. I don't know. Was that button called? Oh yeah, here we go. So no answers, no good answers, anyways. So that's great. Oh, is that even using tkinter? Oh. Oh. Overriding Python. Okay. Sounds if you're safe. Oh, what's the. Yeah. Oh. Oh. What? TK file dialog? No. I don't want to override anything. I just want to disable the button. Come on. Come on, internet. Oh, yeah. Removing general what decorations the window manager size display cannot be easily dictated. Aww. Aww. That's sad. Whatever. The impression I get from that is that I shouldn't care. I should just stop trying to find a solution. Because it's probably not super easy. And it's not super important either. It's kind of important. It'd be nice. It'd be quite nice, I guess. Anyways. Oh, so yeah, so it occurred to me I wanted to make some other changes to how Journey works. So they're not directly related to these other changes. There's just a lot of changes that I want to make to how Journey works. The ones we were working on yesterday are examples of some, and then yeah, I guess I could do the other ones first. No, I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, so huh. No, it doesn't really matter yet because I'm gonna be restarting the script so often today that even if I made those changes, they wouldn't really take effect for some time. So what other changes do I want to make to this? I now have I have text input and I have a create event button. I guess can we disable the create event button? Because I don't want the create event button to be active while the event's going. Like I don't want to accidentally click twice and overwrite the event that I just started. So that'd be a nice thing to have. So I guess it'd be wait, where's there's like a separate section for methods, right? What? Seriously? Maybe there's just a generic method for like all. For all. No. Internet. tkinter disable button. How? No. Yeah. I don't. I could just I can just do this manually. I don't actually have to deactivate the button. I can just make it so that the event doesn't get overwritten. So I will say what then? Shoot. It's not foolproof because of how. Oh no, I know what I can do. Okay, so I'll just say global event on event. What is it? Event. Event on, yeah. So if global event on, or global event on, and I'll put global init event up here as well. And then I'll say if event on, if not event on, and not init event, then we'll do the rest of the stuff. Otherwise, we'll just skip it. So, because there's a slight gap between when you actually when you click the button and when the event actually activates. So we have to check both event on and init event, because init event is true during the time where during that slight gap. So invalid syntax. Oh right, because exclamation point is not is not. Of course. Right. So yeah. All right. So we don't have to worry about that. So what else do I want? I guess oh, I want to put in like little options for like event type. I feel like will be important, because event type was important for the non-live events, for like the prescripted events. So I think that'll probably be how I distinguish the events. If I say prescripted events, it means the old type of events, and if I say live events, that probably means the new type of events, right? I think those are distinct enough terms. Yeah. Let's. Oh, I just realized I forgot to open like all my stuff on my other computer. I was like, I feel very alone. The world feels very empty. What's happening? Oops, no, not that. Not noise. Sorry, I just got a notification that RPG Craft wants to send me. Maybe I didn't just get it. I just noticed that I got a notification that Lion wants to send me a Bitcoin tip for 1 cent. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not collecting donations right now. Well, I guess Lion's probably not watching it, but if Lion were watching, yeah, I guess. Well, it was only 1 cent, so. That's a sweet notion, I suppose. But yeah, I'm not accepting tips. So. Anyways, oh, that's kind of nice. I'll smile about that, because that's something to smile about, right? Smiling. Yeah, an event type button, or an event type field, right? So now I want not only to have the oh, it's probably because I'm doing row 1 and row 3. That's probably why it got longer. I started to put in row 2, but then anyways, let's put row 2 in. So PEV, I don't know, options equals T kinter dot frame with a capital F, panel width equals 40, maybe, I don't know, let's see what that does. And then pev options dot grid row equals 2. So this will be right underneath right between the text input and the button. So row, equals 2. And then I want to add a few things to this. I want to add a label. So pev type, I'll just call it like type text, or type label, whatever, equals tkinter dot label, this will be in pev options, and I don't know, what is it, just text equals type, just as like a reminder, I guess. So pev type label dot grid column equals 1, because I want to stack these across the screen. So column equals 1, and now, what was the other thing? There's like a text is like the multi-lines of text, but then was it input is the single line of text. So pev type input, I think it is, equals tkinter dot input. Nope, what is it called? Entry. Entry. So we'll rename this. Type entry. Entry. Also in pev options. And that doesn't need anything else, except pev type entry equals dot grid column 2, or column equals 2. Oh no, I wonder if there's supposed to be a 0. I wonder if this index is at 0. I'm gonna try it and see what that does. Well, no, first I'll try this change and see what it does, and then I'll try the other change. Yes. What? I didn't get my tkinter. I ran the script when my tkinter did not arrive. What is happening? Tkinter, I miss you. Run. It's not gonna show up. No error or anything. Just not gonna show up. That's interesting. But I'm assuming it's something that I did here. Right, because I didn't really make any other changes. So if I get rid of these, then will you go back to normal? Or was it a different change that I made that I forgot about and is coming back to bite me? Yeah, so apparently those changes were not appreciated. Is it the column? Is it the way I set up the column thing, or is it the way I was like trying to add things to things? You tell me. You tell me, tkinter. What do you need? So I assume these changes are safe. I'd be surprised if those were the ones that caused anything. Yeah, so that seems okay, except we don't have the text label. And it's just not, the new things aren't, the thing got taller, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the thing got even taller. Let's see, is this whole thing, does this go? Yeah, it just goes all the way down to the So the button, what the McGurk. Was it because I didn't? No, I gave this a width. I'll try giving these widths too, I guess. Width equals, maybe width is just a mandatory thing that you have to put everywhere all the time, 100%. Equals. I have worked with tkinter before, like I have made stuff with tkinter, but I don't know if I was just using a much older version of tkinter. No, what the heck? Come on, tkinter. What are you doing? What on earth is going on here? Huh. Do I need a packet? No, because I'm not. Oh, I'm packing the UI. Oh, so maybe I just need a packet. Is that all? I'll keep those. I guess I assumed that it would get packed when the other things got packed, but whatever. I can just pack it individually. So pev options dot pack. Why not? Save that. Yes. Nope. Huh. Alright, well, let's look up some examples of more sophisticated UIs made with tkinter to see. Hey, we got a new follower! Caddis77, welcome! Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. Yeah, so tkinter examples. Let's just see how other people are using it, because like I can picture what I want and I know roughly what the tools are that we're using, but it's just not coming together. It's not clear. Like I don't know. Some of the obvious steps are not working. So let's see if we can't find some less obvious steps that might. Oh yeah, the simplest possible. Right, that was good. Something less simple. What? That's not useful. All right, so. Oh yeah, no, I think I saw that example before, and I didn't find it especially helpful. Yesterday I was looking at examples that I thought were rather helpful. I forget where I found them though. I thought it was just through like I thought it was just like something like this, but yeah, maybe it was just here? I don't know. No, that's not. That's where I started. That's not helpful. Oh, here we go. Maybe this. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for checking it out. I'm glad you like it. I'm impressed too, because the last couple of days have been a little bit interesting. So if you made it through that, then good on you. Alright, so are these going to be a great example? That sounds helpful. Too bad it 404s. Are all of these are all just going to 404. Thanks. Thanks a ton. Hey, Fish Ponty. I don't know. I wouldn't say struggling because I'm smiling, right? So it can't be a struggle if I'm smiling. So what we're doing is we're setting up a more sophisticated UI. So currently we have we run the script and we get this little dude, and I can input text and I have a create event button. That's all that happens so far. So, oh, you know what else is? I don't think I actually want to clear the text up front. Maybe I do. Oh, maybe I want the. Yeah, I just want to make like a nicer UI. I need more buttons. I need like more options. I need this to do more than just act as a text input. So we're building it out now. I insist that it does not count as struggling until I stop smiling. Once I stop smiling, you know that the struggle is real. But for now, we're just working. Uh, so how do we who does that? Who does that? Crazy people do that. Is who does that. Yeah, I can call that a struggle because I was not smiling then. I was not smiling for some time after finding that. I was probably laughing though. So, oh, cool. Um, well, so, yeah, I don't know why the obvious things aren't working. I mean, I think I do. I think I don't want to admit it, but I think the obvious answer is that they made the system all weird because they're just weird at designing things. But that's fine. I'll deal. Uh, so, yeah, no. Did, apparently the internet doesn't understand what the heck an example is. I'm looking for examples. Or maybe sample. I think that might be a more common term for what I'm looking for. No results found for tkinter samples. You're an idiot, internet. Pardon. Pardon my harsh words, but the internet is a complete idiot. Tkinter samples. Or is example the more common term? I don't know. Whatever. You know what I'm looking for, internet. Just tell me. Tell me the answer, please, internet. Grid. So, maybe a grid's the way to do it? I don't know. I don't care about that dumb stuff. So... Who would do that? And like it's okay. Like if you accept floats for your indexes, like that's weird, but whatever. Fine, do your thing. If you require floats for an index and you don't accept ints, that's when you're just a complete weirdo and you need to be stopped. Yeah. So, what do we want to do? No, this is all dumb stuff that no one cares about. It's really impressive how much of the internet is just dumb stuff that no one cares about, right? It's like it's like this. It's like the significant. I guess it's like how the human body is what, like 70% water. I think the internet is like 70% like useless stuff that's boring and no one actually cares about it. But it's like the whole, if you have to take the whole grand composition of the internet into account in order to, these are the opposite of samples. So maybe examples was the better search term. How did I find those ones yesterday? I like actually found things yesterday that would have been helpful in this scenario, but now they elude me. Tutorial? Not really. I don't care. I want to use whatever works. What I want is something that works, and what I want is the end result. I honestly don't care how I get there. So, layout management, that sounds somewhat useful. Absolute positioning. This is not my recollection of how tkinter works. In my recollection, tkinter basically like you would like tell it what to put in, and you would have to tell it like how to align it or like how to stack it in. Like, you know, you have to tell like whether you're adding the new thing below or like beside the old thing. That was my recollection of how to use tkinter, but everything I've looked at doesn't really do that. Alright, so what's this? Yeah. Yeah. Do jams. Jam it up. Jam like you've never jammed before. Jamming is great because you don't have time to think. You don't have time to like trip yourself up. When you jump into a jam, like you're probably working on a very short time frame, and you don't have time to overthink it, and so you'll either fail or you don't overthink it and you succeed, and yeah. So yeah, they're like one of the neat things, I guess. So one of the examples of like an interesting thing you can find on the internet is that there are like jams running like almost all the time. Like what's there's like indie jams or indie game jams. Yeah, it even started to autocomplete for me. Indie game jams. So like you go here, and then it just tells you the schedule. Like, hey, look at all of these jams. Well, all right, there aren't any like starting today, but like there's one starting. Oh, the Indies versus PewDiePie is this week as well. So like on Thursday and Friday this week, like you could jump into one of these active jams that are currently in progress, or you could wait for one of these that are coming up. But yeah, just anywhere like go find one and do that because oh sorry, it was just pack centers everything. Pack's dumb. So get rid of pack, I guess. So so I don't have to use both things. I can just use one or the other. Is that what you're telling me? Let's see what that does. No, that ruins everything. Why did you tell me to do that? Look at what look at what we're left with. No, so that's not a valid approach, unfortunately. But then again, yeah. So more questions. I'm not trying to make a text editor, Official Ponty. I'm trying to make a UI. It's going to have tons of buttons. It's going to have, like, levers and dials, and, like, I'm trying to make a big UI. Like, just picture a huge flipping UI. It honestly doesn't matter what goes in it. It's, I think it should be clear by now that the what we're hitting our head against is the construction and, like, getting things located in, like, well, anywhere. Like, some of the stuff that we're adding just doesn't even showing up, and that's ridiculous. So, yeah, anyways. No, that's not true, Gaddis. You could, like, if you didn't know C and C++, you'd still be useful in a jam. So, yeah, okay, so new suggestion. Go, like, do you live like in a city or like in more of like a rural area? Because if you live in a rural area, or so if you live in a city, you might have to drive some ways to get here, but if you live in a rural area, this will be really convenient. Fill a backpack with food, a knife, like not like a cooking knife, but like a knife that you could use to like cut through a small sapling, for example. Rope, some sort of blanket, something to stay sufficiently warm. And just walk out into the. Don't actually take this advice, by the way. This is not real advice. Walk out into the woods as far as you can with only these supplies, and do not emerge from the woods until you have completed a game project. Or was it a game project that you wanted to work on, or was it just a general project? Yeah, don't come back out of the woods until you have completed your program. What I'm trying to emphasize is that it really doesn't matter what you know or you don't know. That's not an obstacle to starting or stopping a project. Just walk out into the woods and don't come back out until you've reinvented software. Just trust me. It's not going to take more than like an hour or so. Have a good time. I'll see you when you get back. I'll be streaming for hours today, so I'll be still online when you get back. You're not placing it on the screen, Official Ponty. Of course I'm placing it on the screen. Chords? Chords? Yeah. I don't know. I kind of want to do use the approach that I described before, where like you don't have to, because like I don't know. I could do chords and like I'll call that like Plan B. Jonas, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Soul Proxy. Yeah, sorry, the site we were looking at, because Caddis was asking about, sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing all your names. If you want to hear me mispronounce something, feel free to request it in chat. I do take mispronunciation requests. The site we were looking at was indie game jams, and it's just a list of like jams that are going on. Because Caddis was talking about how to get back into dev and, frankly, making tons of excuses. I'm just kidding. So we were talking about like, just do it was the whole thrust of that message, and jams are a good way to do that. So, No, I get what you're saying, Ponty. Like, I mean, I basically you want me to, yeah. So like, from what I can tell, you're like, I don't know. I just like, unless they've really just like completely redone how tkinter works, like I should know how. Like that, unless they've completely redone tkinter and like it just completely doesn't work like this anymore. Like the way I'm describing should be valid, and I'd like to do it, but the internet's being a jerk. Tkinter's being a jerk. Don't totally care. Yeah, I didn't use the row and column thing before, so I was hoping because it sounded like a much more convenient version of what I was trying to do, but so no, Jonas. Wait, what? No, that tip came from Lion. Oh, did you just happen to notice it? Yeah, no, I'm actually not accepting tips. So yeah, when Lion gets here, I'll have to politely decline it. It was from Lion, right? I thought. It, I thought it was from Lion. Oh no. Oh, was that from you? Sorry, when people have different Twitter handles, I get confused. Yeah. So okay. So yeah. No. Sorry. I apologize. I think it was because you had Lee in your name. I'm not accepting tips. Thank you for the thought. Yeah, it was nice. It's why I'm smiling. If you watch back through the archives, I literally say it's why I'm smiling. Uh, but yeah, thank you. Uh, uh, do, yeah, I think most jams at this point, it seems like most jams now are like just online. There are still like jams that happen in real life, but like I mean they're a lot fewer as far as I can tell. But and when I say real life, I just mean not on the internet. Some people like take offense when I use the phrase real life, implying that like what we're doing right now is not real life, but whatever. Um, yeah, I think just because of the overhead costs, like they don't happen as often because like then you have to like there you have to secure space, like the organizers have to secure space, and like a lot of times it's expected that there will be like refreshments provided. So yeah, a lot of them are just done online. Um, but if you need to like get out, like because I know sometimes like I can feel like I'm stagnating if I'm just working from my home office too much. If you have like a laptop or something, or even if you don't, well, if you have a laptop, you can go places like cafes and like places like that to just work remotely for a day, um, or for an afternoon or however long. And if you don't have that, you can go to, I think like some computers have like, or excuse me, some libraries have like computers because libraries are actually a nice place to work. I I didn't I didn't know why we still had libraries like in society. Like it didn't make sense to me why we still have libraries. But then I got in the habit of like working, like bringing my laptop down to the library and working from there. And it's actually really it's a really nice place. So I don't know. The library near me is really nice, and so it it's like it's just a nice like working environment. So yeah. No, I'm not getting an error. Uh, I'm adding these things in, and then so like so right. So I'm adding in this text field where I can type in text, and I'm adding in this button. I'm also adding in a separate frame, a label, and an entry field, and none of those are showing up. So I don't know why, but it's basically just being a little belligerent right now. Uh, but whatever. I think I've made entirely clear that like I don't expect it. Like I don't like this technology that I'm using. Like I don't want like I was a little curious about getting better at Python when I started this project, but at this point like I hate Python. I mean I don't like hate, but I'm like Python can disappear from the face of the earth for all I care. I really don't care about it as a skill. I don't care about it as technology anymore. It's just I don't know. It seems like it might have been a nice idea once upon a time, but at this point it's like crazy. So, uh, Vicky, hey, how's it going? Uh, we were just talking about how Python should drop off the face of the earth, but other than that, we're we're staying very positive. We're smiling. We're smiling and laughing. Welcome. How's it going? Uh, um, yeah, we're setting up. So we have like we're working. Trent, hey, welcome. How's it going? Everyone's here. Gang's all here. Uh, do you really not have a sword? I could have sworn I gave you a sword. Whatever. Uh, anyways, um, what was I talking about? Right. Oh yeah. So right. So yesterday we set up just a little control panel. This is going to be my new. Uh, I think the positive could bring some positive changes. I mean, everyone always focuses on the negative, but no. um, uh, um, so yeah, our journey control panel is going to be used. So yeah, so for anyone who wasn't here yesterday, we're pretty fundamentally changing how Journey is going to work, and the big thing is this new control panel. So whereas previously events were all like prescripted, like they were all set up ahead of time, what we're doing now is we're setting a way that I can just like spontaneously be like, um, uh, oops, it's the apocalypse. Uh, will you die? Or uh, smile and whatever. Uh, oh, question mark. And so all we have, like, it doesn't actually do anything now, but if I hit the create event button, it does. JourneyBot does say it in chat. Oh wow, I let it run so long that it actually started doing the prescripted. Anyways, so yeah, JourneyBot does say it in chat, and you can kind of see, like, I'm just printing them now. I'm not actually doing anything with the action. Yeah, and so like the idea is that like this is going to be this is going to be like the primary new source of events. I think I'm keeping the old event system in. I'm not going to do art for them because frankly, like in terms of bang for buck, like my art is not going to thrill people, so it would have just taken way too long for like not enough payoff. So yeah, yeah, right. So now, so the interface is really simple right now. But one thing that I want to add is how does one make own bot? Well, if you're me, you just do it. You just make a bot. No, so if you're talking about in Python, then the trick is you use socket, and then you pass in just these credentials to connect to IRC, and then you're good. Then from there, you just like do what you want. Yeah, and so a lot of people make like bots. I guess technically you could call this project a bot, but I don't want it to feel like a bot really. I don't know. It's more like a robotic limb sort of. I will be a cyborg because like the bot isn't going to be like running anything really. The bot is basically just like my the software extension of how I'll be facilitating this game, I guess. I don't know. I'm still working out the kinks, or like I'm still trying to figure out exactly how it works. But yeah, I'll leave this little section on screen so that you can borrow that if you need to. Uh, what Right, yeah. So okay, so back to Tkinter. Tkinter. Sorry. Uh, so if I use the grid approach, like how do I span rows or columns? Like I feel like that would be an important thing to be able to do. Uh, so unless I figure that out. Oh, column span. Hey, look at that. All right, so I'll try doing that, I guess. All right, so I guess in that case I don't really need to use frame, so I can get rid of this. I can put this directly into PevUI. as well as this directly into pev UI. And then, oh, we can probably stop doing this stuff, this width. No, I'm probably going to keep that for now. And then, right, so now pev text.grid row equals 1, column span equals 2. And then I'll also do that for the button, but then not for these duders. These duders will be row 2 to column equals 1 and row 2 to column equals 2. And let's see what that does. Save that. Options. Oh right, we don't need this at all. Get rid of that. All right, save that. What do you? Oh right, yeah, we got rid of that. All right, so save that. Why didn't I know that school teaches things about Python you don't need to know? I won't get into a big rant about traditional education, but I mean the gist of traditional education is that like everyone has to learn all the same things, which is lame and like weird. No, that's not right. That is not correct. Did I get column span? Column span equals 2. I said column span equals 2. Oh, but I'm hard setting the width? No, that really shouldn't do anything. Let's see if it does anything. I don't know what this is going to do. Save that. And probably still going to look as dumb as before. Or dumber. Who guessed dumber? Who guessed dumber than before? Oh, is there do these index at 0 or 1? Oh, there is a 0. All right, yeah, so that could have something to do with it. All right, so yeah, no, that could explain it. No, that couldn't explain it. But anyways, I should clean that up anyways. So 0, 1, 2, and column 0 and 1. All right. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Welcome. We're doing stuff. Look at what we. Hey, look at that! Oh. So for some reason, indexing at 0 made everything better. I don't think that it should have. I think the only difference that we should have seen before is that we should have had like weird margins on the top and the side. But oh yeah, the other thing I need to do is I need to change the height of this text box because that's way too big. Height equals. I only need it to be like 30 probably. What? How did I make it taller? I sure it just got taller when I said it should only be height 30. Alright, so height 5. Get really, really small, please. Really small, just to prove that you can get really small. Hey, look at that. So, alright, so somehow width of 40 is this, and height of 5 is this. That... Whatever, I don't care. I guess apparently the correct answer is height of like 7 or like 8 or something, because apparently like height is on a much bigger scale for some reason. Who knows? No one knows. There's no... Science cannot explain it. So, so, alright, so now, we're not doing anything with this yet. So one thing we need to do now is, we need, so we're doing all those other things. We also need, global, yeah, so global, yeah, we need to reference the pev type entry. in order to discern what event type it will be. And we'll probably also want to put like some level of validation here. So like, I mean, it'll be up to me to input valid event types, but yeah. Anyways, so what am I doing? Oh, right. So Pev. Well, yeah. So for now, I'll just do like. Oh no, I can do new ev dot type equals pev type. Oops, pev type entry. Oh my gosh, I have to index with a float again. Wish me luck, you guys. Ugh. I mean, I assume I have to do this again. Dot get, etc., etc. And then let's just print that to make sure that it's working. So print. Oh no, I guess I don't have to validate this. I probably should, because I don't want to accidentally create an event without a type. Anyways, so maybe this shouldn't be text entry. Maybe this should be like radio buttons or something. Can you do radio buttons in tkinter? Tkinter radio buttons. Oh, radio button. It's a thing. Cool. Radio button. Alright, actually, yeah, so I should probably do this instead. Do they always stack vertically? Because I'd actually prefer them to stack horizontally, I think, but maybe we can control that somehow. Or maybe I just don't care. I really shouldn't get picky. I should just get this up and working, and then worry about like the picky things later. Yeah. Sorry, that was a delayed reaction to Aaron's scope. In case you can tell, that was a triple snap. All right. So yeah, radio buttons. Let's forget this other junk. Yeah, like the label, for example. I don't need that anymore, actually. So row 1, yes, column 0. Pev type. We can just call it. So pev type tkinter radio buttons. Radio buttons or something. I don't know. Whatever. Width 40 probably. I don't know. Let's see what that does. Oh, yes. Yeah, and I get that there's going to be an error there. Oh, you don't like... Oh. Wait, how do you declare radio buttons? How are you supposed to declare radio buttons? Tkinter.radio button. Oh, button. Singular. I see how it is. Alright, save that. Go. Hey, look at that. We got a radio button. Cool. Alright, so now Vordlos is here. If we're gonna do a GIF of it though, I should probably stay on camera. Let me know. Alright, so yes. So I added an explanation in my my bio under Journey. This project is Journey, JRNE. So I was thinking I should add that to my FAQ because I do get that question a lot. But then I realized I actually have that information about my other projects in my bio, so I just added it to my bio. So yeah, check it out. Okay, so yeah, forget this for now because we're not going to actually do that. We're going to do something very different instead. And I guess forget this too, because good thing we didn't evaluate through that, because it would have been weird. Yeah, so what do we do with radio buttons to make them more interesting, more buttony, more radiological, radioactive? I feel like I should be able to pass it in. Label displayed next to the radio button. Wait. Radio buttons is the set of buttons, right? It's not just the individual button, right? Right? I'm right, right? 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 Are sets of related widgets? Oh, interesting. So this is just a single radio button. Weird. Alright, well. Oh, so then I can line them up however I feel like it. Right, so where would I do that? I would go here, so pev type 0, pev type 0, and then I guess text equals 0, width equals 10, yeah, good. We'll just do this 4 times. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I might have wanted to not hurry through that, because I'm probably gonna have to do some, because like I have to correlate them somehow, right? So unless these are, well, I'll see what this does actually. The description says that I'm working in Spider, which is part of the Anaconda distribution. Look harder, bruh. Unless you have the page open from before I updated the, before I updated my bio, because I updated it right before going live. So if you had the page open for longer than that, maybe it wouldn't update. What? Oh right, I didn't put the column span up to 4 column span right now. So now, yeah, for these the column span is 4 now. Okay, cool. Well then. Whoa. Awesome. All of the radio buttons are checked. All of Alright, so I pretty clearly have to correlate these somehow. Yeah, Spider from the Anaconda distribution. You're an IDE. What? I assume you're asking like what this is, right? This is Spider. See, look, it says Spider at the top. If I misunderstood your question, then well, then maybe come up with a better question next time. I'm just kidding. Sorry. Feeling a bit punchy today, but all in good fun, I assure you. And now I have to get my window pixel perfect. Yep, I got it. Pixel perfect. That was really important, you guys. I had to do that. Dr. Fire Penguin, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, so radio buttons. All right, so we got them kind of doing something kind of. Okay, so if 2 or more radio buttons share the same control variables. Oh, control variable setting. Setting any of them will go to the others. Cool. All right, so int var. Wait. Oh, control variable. So control variables. Okay. Control variable. What? I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Oh. Oh. Okay. What? Is this real? Is this serious? Control variables. Weird. Alright. Well, I don't know, I feel like it should be easier than that. I feel like that's overly complex. But we'll see. So, how do you set the control variable? That would be useful information, don't you think? Yeah, I never really evaluated IDs for Python. I just used Spider because it's what it used before, and I knew it was probably fine. Uh, PyCharm seems like a popular option though. I think like 3 different people have recommended that to me. Uh, which is funny because it's not like I ever asked, but I like I mean the other 2 people like I don't know, they were like yeah, they didn't mention it offhand. They were like you should use PyCharm, and I'm like I'm using Spider, thank you. uh, so yeah, control stuff. All right, control variable. Let's read more about control variables. All right, come on, make sense. Just make sense. Just make sense. Make sense. um, oh, here we go. The variable option must be set to a control variable. Oh, variable. Okay. I don't care. So, where's this variable? Thank you, Aaron. um, yeah, I used to use Eclipse back when I worked on a project in like Java or something. Uh, I've heard horror stories about Eclipse since then, though. Like people talk about like losing like a day of work because Eclipse crashed. Like I don't know. I've just heard terrifying things that make me question whether I would ever want to use it again. It seemed fine back when I used it, though, as far as I could tell. So all right. So variable. So all right. So how do I declare a control variable? tk dot invar. All right. I don't care. So let's see if this is as easy as it should be. Uh, so uh, so pev type equals tkinter dot int var, right? No, int var. I don't. Come on, just like happen already. Int var capital V. And then what was the thing that I had to the radio button variable value or something? Variable. So then variable variable equals pev type. This should work, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna complain loudly and then move on with my life. All right, work, be worked, be do working, be the working full. Hey, look at that. What? That's the opposite of how radio buttons work. That's the opposite, you weirdo. So I'm unimpressed, you guys. I don't. Oh yeah, so that's the thing, Ponty, is I don't know any of these languages. I just use languages that I don't know. Is the trick. I literally like I don't know Python. I mean, like I've worked with it before, so like I should know it, right? But like, I don't know. Oh, did I? Yeah, this is the best energy drink there is. Pure water. Oh, look at that. No, don't look at that. That's horrifying. um, uh, and then, did you guys see what the radio buttons did? They did the exact opposite of what radio buttons do. None of them were checked. I clicked one of them and they all got clicked. That was the dumbest. That's literally the opposite of radio buttons. That's like the only worst thing they could have done would be to like I don't know, like hurt me in real life, like actually like reach out of the screen and like injure me physically. Uh, so so dumb, but uh, C++. Yeah, why not? Yeah, learn C++. Is that the first C language that you've worked in, or will that be the first C language that you work in? Yeah, that's a pretty good bonus, Ibuki, right? Um, uh, can be said for been using multiple languages. Some are more useful than others. Yeah, I try and use the right solution for the project that I want, and like Python seemed like the right solution at the time. In hindsight, I don't know if that's true. Oh, cool. Yeah, because I was actually going to say C# might be a good starting point, but yeah, cool. Um, what so what what the heck? What the heck is this stupid int var doing? So the variable option must use a control variable, either an int var or string var. All the radio buttons in a functional group must share the same control variable. Yeah, we did that. Set the value. Oh, that's probably what it's probably defaulting to some value. So all right, so value. Yeah, okay. So variable, whatever, value equals 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. Save that. Oh, I think I get what's going on. So now pev type is going to be equivalent to whatever is currently selected. I guess that's kind of convenient. So now I can just refer to pev type. Hey, look at that. Hey, that's radio buttons. Those are radio buttons if I've ever seen some radio buttons. So I'm assuming pev type is now equal to whatever we're changing here. So now we can just go up here. We can say, hey, we got a new follower. IIQOR or 0R. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate your viewership and your support. So yeah, up here when we were gonna call in like a text field or whatever to do whatever. So now we don't need to do pev type entry anymore. We can just do pev type, and we can say new f type equals pev type. Bam. Way simpler, and we don't have to index with floats again, because like frankly once was enough. So what is it? Google SketchUp, I hear, is like what all the pros use for their 3D modeling. What's 3D? What is it? Is like Google? I don't know. I forget what it's called. But it's like the web application where you can. That's what I plan on using for all of my major projects. So Ibuki knows what's up. He's just mad because SketchUp. Yeah, he's mad because he forgot to say it first. It's cool. Ibuki was the one who convinced me of how good SketchUp is. So he can take all the credit for recommending that wonderful product. So yeah, just for testing purposes. Wow, I said this is like 20,000 and we still somehow got to. All right, whatever. More zeros. Is that too many zeros? That seems like a good number of zeros. Anyways. All right, I'm sorry. Technically that was probably like slander because Ibuki is actually a really talented artist, and so I should not slander. I should not disparage his character by saying such things. So I apologize, Ibuki. No, Ibuki Ibuki actually knows what he's doing. I just like to say stupid things because I have no clue what I'm doing, and so that's difficult for people smarter than myself, and that amuses me. All right, so uh, right, all right, cool. So now we have radio buttons. So let's do something with the value now that we have it. No, I guess we are. I mean, we're setting the event type. So what else do we want for our panel? I mean, that's actually kind of sufficient for. Oh no, yeah, I could say. Right, no. All right, it'd be nice if that was entirely sufficient. But yeah, the other thing I want to add in is like an info panel about a currently running event. Um, yeah, and this will be interesting. This will be a little more interesting because I don't know what I want to do with this exactly. I have ideas, but I don't know. Hmm. Hmm. uh, yeah, I guess I kind of just want to like keep track of what's going on with the event. I don't really have to do that yet. I could just no, for starters, I could just do something. Oh no, I know why we were getting those other events. It wasn't because that number wasn't sufficiently high. That number was entirely sufficiently high. It's because we were running an event and then that event would end and then et cetera, et cetera. All right, so network side engine for an MMO game. Uh, oh, what's that one? The one that okay, so the network side engine for an MMO game. What's that one that people really like? The one that's really good. Like people say it's really good. And then no, I have no clue. I have literally no idea about any of that stuff because that's crazy. I guess I don't know. People are talking about that, right? People are saying, yeah. Like MMOs take like hundreds of people, like literally hundreds of people. So don't do an MMO unless you have like hundreds of people that you plan on using for that project. um, but I also just have no clue because I've never tried to do anything like that. So, oh shoot, you're the same person. You were just asking earlier about how to start on a project. No, no, don't start with an MMO. Start with go make what's the brick breaker game that everyone makes as their first project? Not literally everyone, but like what's that game called? Is it just called Brick Breaker or like Break or whatever that one? There's been like a million clones of it. Go make Breakout, I guess. Would be my suggestion. um, uh, all right, yeah, 40. Well, Ibuki is worth at least like 160 people himself, so uh, that's why he was able to get by with 40 people. But yeah, those things are hard. Uh, so what was I doing? Oh yeah, so events. I could actually just no. You know what? We can create events. So let's just do event handling now. I guess. So I just have to really rework how the final event is. Oh wait, no. I do need one more. Oh, this is the one that you worked on. Cool. Hold on. I'll repost the link. Uh, 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 Twin Skies. I think I remember hearing about that one. When was this? Whoa. Oh wow. Okay, so that was not super recently. All right. Cool. Um, uh, yeah, that's tough. Like, I mean, the whole fun of making a project is when people get to play it, and like the tough thing about MMOs or like any game that like require that like online support is that once the servers go down, it's like you don't get that fun part anymore. But yeah, that's tough. Sorry. Yikes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing is, I mean, and like not even just MMOs, but any project that is like of that scale, like it's naturally going to take longer to make, and it's naturally going to go through, it's just going to be a much bigger investment. And since this business is so risky, like, that's a big risk. Yeah. Um, well, have you considered joining an MMO team, Caddis? Because like the other option is like to find people who are working on that sort of thing, and like, you don't have to start one. You can join one in progress. Uh, all right, cool. Yeah, totally. Zene game dev. Oh, Shiva. Oh, yeah. Mint uses that one. I looked into using Mint. Excuse me. I looked into using Shiva way back in the day when I ended up working with this little this little engine called JPCT. I think it was called. Because it made web applets, and I wanted to. I knew I wanted to target web distribution, and but I looked at Shiva. That was yeah, that was the one that I'd that was one that it seemed cool, and Mint seems to like it. So yeah, if you like Shiva Dev, go check out Mint Arcade's channel. He streams fairly regularly. Uh, so yeah, let's change how event. Let's. Oh, huh. So yeah, I guess I do want to change how events conclude. Basically because uh, hmm, maybe oh, maybe I want to control that. Maybe I want to choose when events end instead of giving them fixed duration. Maybe yeah, maybe like the spontaneous events have a duration, but that yeah, that makes sense. Let's. I think we'll probably start moving in that direction. Uh, oh yeah, no. If you're a real beginner, don't do MMOs. Or if you're a beginner and you want to do MMOs, go work on someone else's MMO. Like starting one yourself, crazy talk, frankly. But you know what? I mean, like the other thing that I tend to say a lot is like, don't let other people tell you not to do something. If you if you know how to do something, just because they don't know how to do something doesn't mean that you can't do it. So if you know how to do it, go do it. But if you're asking for advice, my advice is don't do it. Don't even try. um, hey, we got a new follower. Zenny, Game Dev. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, it's nice to have you here. Thank you for your support. Uh, all right, so yeah, all right, so yeah. I'll stop saying all right, so yeah. Alex Minto, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Um, yeah, right. That's what I was saying. Alex Windhope too. I was saying, like breakout. Start with something like that because if you, I don't know. Well, I guess I didn't really explain why I was suggesting that. Like, one thing that's really important to me is like a feeling of accomplishment. So like, if I if I'm starting on something, I need to. If I'm starting on something new that I've never done before, I need a sense of accomplishment soon. I need it like I'm if I'm starting on something new, I can't go for days and days and days and days, or like I can't go for. I mean, I might be able to go for days and days and days, but I can't go for like months and months and months without actually like having made something. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm weird that way, but like for me, like whenever I start on something, like it's the Hello World principle. I think is like the first thing you want to do is get something up and running. So even if it's just Hello World, like make something. If you're new to the tools, make something, anything. Then make something slightly bigger, and then make something slightly bigger and slightly bigger, and then eventually you'll make something like an MMO. uh, yeah. Oh, I haven't seen your stream yet either, Ibuki. I keep missing it. I don't know. It's happened on times when I've been like absorbed by other things. So Yeah, I'm still looking forward to it because or do you guys archive? Because I guess if you guys archive, I could just watch those. I mean, it's not as fun as the live show, but yeah, Ibuki streams under Sidra Games, Sidra Psydra Games, and I heard it's great. I heard he is a fantastic streamer, and I look forward to catching him sometime. Um, so yeah. I've been working in game dev for 7 years, and I make games like this sometimes. I mean, this was like the first game I made using this tool set, so of course I made like a brick breaker. I don't know. I really like brick breakers, uh, but I also made a brick breaker that I've never seen before. Like I didn't just make like you don't have to be you don't have to be like scale has nothing to do with creativity. Like you can make an interesting game at any scale. Um, Personally, this game is very simple, but I also like it. I mean, it's not my favorite game. It's not going to win game of the year, I don't think. But like, it's fun enough. I get entertained by it. Um, and then I make other little games like this, which is also very simple, arguably even simpler because there's not even any like physics processing in this one. Oh man, these are compatible shapes? Oh, what are these not? No, these are compatible. Okay, no, these are compatible. There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah. So, I. Sorry, I'm still hung up on giving advice to Caddis, but yeah, don't assume that you can't find like satisfaction from a smaller project. I'd say give the smaller projects a shot, and then yeah, I don't know. I'll get back to work. All right, so yeah, currently events end based on time, but now we have this init event where I think we actually don't want to set the oh yeah. All right, so actually no. What we have to do is we have to change it so that live events don't end prematurely. Um, Oh yeah, yeah. PewDiePie versus Indies. The game jam is starting. Was it Thursday? No, Friday, right? The 21st. Yeah. Uh, Seems cool. I'm pretty sure a gazillion people are going to participate. So, good luck. um, yeah, Unity is really, really good for that instant gratification stuff. And I love instant gratification, so that's why I use it a lot. Um, oh, I wouldn't say it's going to be ruined by big devs, but because, well, no, like even if no big devs participated, just think of the sheer scale. Think of the sheer scale of how many people are going to participate. Let's say only the worst devs in the world were going to participate. Thousands of the worst devs in the world are going to participate, and so because of that, like, it's basically like technically, what 10 of them get featured on the stream afterwards? Like that's the prize. Um, Basically, like effectively, none of them are going to get featured because for that volume, such an insignificant subset of that volume will be featured that it's basically like none of them are going to get featured. Again, if you want to participate, good luck. Who knows? Maybe the dice will roll in your favor. Just realize like what dice you're rolling. You're like rolling like a 10,000 sided die, and you need like a critical hit. uh, That's yeah. So okay, one thing to stay positive. One thing that's kind of cool is that it's actually a really cool idea for a jam because humor in games is really hard. So like the idea of having a jam about that is actually really smart. I like as far as jams go, I would totally have participated in that if I felt like participating in a jam right now. But I've been doing too many jams and I should focus on real projects. because this project is so real, let me tell you guys. And yeah, anyways, it should be fun. It should all be good fun, but it should just be like any other jam. There's nothing special about it, I don't think. Yeah. um, oh, ideas for your Python project? You sh- no, I can't. I can't encourage Python. I know I'm working in Python, but like, if you don't have to work in Python, work in something else instead. Sorry. All right. So, right. So, so currently we're checking if event time is less than frame time. But what we want to check is actually if oh, how do you can you use parentheses for conditional statements in Python? Because I want to say if event time. So if no, because really what I want to say is if curev dot live. Wait, what? Why isn't it showing up? If not curev dot live, and or yeah. So I kind of want to put parentheses around here if that's something that I can do, and then say or. Then the other one is not curev live or curev dot live and oh yeah, and this also needs parentheses and I'll put in another thing for what is it? It's like init event. I guess conclude event or something. I don't know. Equals false for starters. Say that. Oop. I like that it's not harmful to put in semicolons because I probably have like a few semicolons scattered here and there that I've forgotten about. What do I call it? Conclude event. Conclude event. Conclude event. All right. Yeah. So this way the prescripted events will still end as normal, but then if it's a live event, it will wait until conclude event. And so now I'll just have to put in a mechanism to conclude event. So yeah. We can start setting up that next. Just checking up on chat. Sorry, I don't mean to hate on Python because I'm using it, and I'm sure some people here are here because I'm using Python and want to learn more about it. I've just run into some frustrations with it, I guess, is what I should have said and how I should have expressed that thought. But I don't know. It's got to be good for something, considering how many people like it. Oh, I can get rid of this. I don't need that. I don't need this. All right. So, what do I need now? Yeah. So I need to. Okay. So, I think I'm just gonna keep the same create event button, but I'm just going to. I'm just gonna flip around the meaning so that it so like for example so global what is it called pev button. It is the one button, the one true button. Pev button dot text. Oh, can you not change its text retroactively? feel like you should be able to. I want to. I know I want to do it. um, hmm. I feel like this can't be all of the methods on button objects. Maybe they just mean the methods unique to button objects. So is there a section for just generic methods? So tkinter button change text. Can we do that? If not, I mean, I can always just change the text to be, like, I can always start the text as something generic and just know what the button does. Yeah, I don't care. I'll just change the button to say like go instead, and then everything will be fine. Or like Excelsior! Exclamation point. Alright, so now we have the Excelsior button, and it'll just change modes depending on what's going on. So if not event on and not an event. So I'm actually going to separate these out. I'm going to say we'll start with if not an event. Then we'll say if not, what was it? It was if not event on, and then all of this will be what happens in the case of event on. But then we'll put in an else case, and the else case will be the conclude button, how we wrap the event. So eventually I'll probably want to put in a cooldown so I don't accidentally like click this twice and immediately destroy the event. Isn't C++ the best for game development, or are you stupid? I don't think you're stupid, but I also think that there are multiple answers to that question. Like, some games are best done in C++ probably, but then there are other games that are not. Like, for example, I don't know. There's got to be some games that for which there are better languages than C++. Yeah, I think Codus is on the right track. 'Cause like, I don't know. What's the like I don't know, like web games, right? I don't know. I'm inclined to say like web games. You're not going to want to write those in C++, or maybe you are. I don't know. I don't care. I think the point is like, if you know C++ and you want to make a game, then good, go for it. Make the game in C++. If you don't know C++ and you want to make a game, but you know another language, good, go with that other language. If you really want to learn C++, like, cool, go for it. Do that. Because like, there's not one language to make a game. There are plenty of good answers to that question. There are almost too many answers to that question. Oh, so you guys have probably noticed already, but there's construction going on across the street, so I'm sure you guys can hear that noise. And that's what that is. What are they doing? Like drilling or something? I don't know. Hopefully it won't be too loud. So in the else case, when we're concluding the event, oh yeah, right, no, so we already did this. We just have to say, in this case, we just have to say global conclude event, and then conclude event equals true, capital T true. And then once we conclude the event down below, we have to say event played equals false, and then conclude event equals false. So now the manually created events will just run until we choose to clear them. Uh, the whales are back. uh, what? Um, um, did someone? Yeah, it's probably. I don't know. They've been going at it for like months now. It's really unpredictable what they're doing on any given day. So sometimes the whales migrate past. Sometimes they migrate away. Uh, um, yeah, I often say that I'm actually not fluent in any programming languages. Like I can like work in a lot of programming languages, but oh man. Thank you. Yeah, stream delay was just long enough that I couldn't tell. But yeah, that's. Yep. um. Yeah. All right. So I think the next important thing to change will be to actually do something with these live events, because now we can create live events and uh, stuff, but yeah, it doesn't actually do anything. Like the events like can start and they can stop, but then what? Right. So what we're doing. Hmm. What are we doing? Oh, I did want to. Yeah, no. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna put in one extra button. No, I'll do the extra button. No, I'll do the extra button. um, I'll do the extra button. Uh, the extra button. I'll do the extra button first because it's actually going to be somewhat important to take into account the function of this button when uh, when processing the event in the new way. So this should be a checkbox, which I assume is a thing, right? Just checkbox probably. Just checkbox, check button, maybe. Check button. Yeah. Hey, we got a new follower. Ice Cold Tea. Thank you for following. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your viewership and your support. Thank you. Uh, uh, oh. Oh. um, I That's an interesting question. Oh, a new follower. Demon Suki, welcome. I'm glad I convinced you to join the team. Thank you for following. Thank you for your viewership and your support. um, yeah. Oh, right. So the one file thing. Kind of. I guess. I don't know. Kind of. Yeah. I guess technically the answer is yes. I don't tend to think of I don't tend to make very like branching or broad games. Like I tend to make very simple games that the whole point of the game is like this managerial control. So I know that's kind of an excuse, and I could do this other ways, but I play to my strengths, and my strengths are like complex management systems. So for a complex management system, you don't actually want like a particularly distributed approach. Like you don't want like a ton of you don't like the point isn't like to have a ton of different like classes and that's I don't know. I guess yeah. So I guess technically the answer is yes, and because that's how I do it. I don't know. If I had a good reason to do something otherwise, I'd probably do something otherwise. But I tend to do what works. No. I would suggest starting with sorry, Virtua. I would suggest starting with like I don't know. I want to say start with like C sharp or something. But I don't know. No, do what you gotta do, I guess. But like, yeah. I really don't recommend Python. Like, I guess, again, depends on the type of game that you want to make, but I really don't recommend Python. The reason I'm using Python is because it probably is the correct answer for the exact type of game that I'm making. But other than that, I really wouldn't typically be using it. That's, well, so that, Kadis, that speaks more to my qualms about traditional education than anything. Like, they I don't know. Like if they had a good reason for that, cool. If they're literally just being like weird and dumb, then like that's ridiculous and like screw them, frankly. I'm sorry. That's slightly cruder than the language I prefer to use on this stream, but like really. Um anyways. Uh so right, the button, the checkbox, the check button. I don't know, it's called check button. Whatever. So this, yeah, button is getting demoted to row 3, and pev, pev, oh, Actually, I guess I want 2 check buttons. I want pev, multi, and, so pev multi equals tkinter dot check button pev UI text multi text equals multi width equals 20 yeah, and then we'll do another one. Well, yeah, so there's another thing, Caddis, is that I don't work with other people. I work independently. So everyone who's on this project loves the idea of how I set up this project because I am everyone on this project. And I don't know. Everyone else can go suck an egg. No. Isn't that what they used to say like back in the 50s? Alright, so pev multi is 1 button, and pev, what's the other one? Oh, user, UGC, I guess, or write in, I'll call it, write in, text, write in. So let's see if that, etc., etc. No, why didn't it show up? Oh, because I didn't put them on the grid. Yeah. Alright, so, oh, and also, why did I declare it below button? Anything should be above button. Just for organization's sake. So pev multi dot grid row equals 2 column span equals 2 column equals 0. Good. So then pev write in. I'm guessing I need to add some like control variable for these checkboxes, because I'm guessing that's how I'm supposed to address whether they're checked, like a bool control variable or something. Oh, whoops, grid, not gry. Grid row equals 2, column span equals 2, column equals 2. So now they should kind of be side by side, hopefully. Yeah, cool. Multi and write in. Sweet. So now we can choose the event type. And by we, I mean me. This is like less information than you would want in like a better UI, but whatever. I don't care. I need to keep track of this with. Whoa! Look at all this chat. I have not been paying attention to. Whoops. Uh, um, Your mom knows what's up, Trent. uh, Ibuki. Yeah, but like every job, like most jobs like say required or whatever. But like the stuff that like they say is required on a job application is mostly lies. What they really mean is like, here's the bar. Now prove that you're like as good as this bar. But like the specifics about what they say are like required or like I don't know. Only at stupid places are they actually required. Um, oh, dumb question. Oh my gosh. But I've always feared memory allocation, C, malloc, and such, and I've always dreamt of Python because I always thought there was none due to the fact that Python isn't a compiled language. Don't kill me if I'm just so wrong. I don't know. Hopefully someone else answered that question. Uh, uh, okay. Yay, thank you, Dimasuki. Yeah. Yeah, traditional education is just really ineffective. It's just really bad. Like it's really not worth the cost. In some places it's like free now, I guess, which is cool because that makes more sense because now it's actually worth the cost. I still wouldn't recommend it, but at least like you're not wasting your money. um, yeah, I don't know. If you can learn, yeah, like so like what Ibuki's saying, if you can learn on your own, like learn on your own because there's going to be a ton of like cruft that you can just cut out and skip over that you don't need to learn and you never need to know. Um, I mean, sometimes it's nice to get exposed to some things like that, but yeah, no. If you really just need to, if you just need to get working on something that's important to you, then just do that. Don't worry about all the other like stuff that like really doesn't matter that you might end up picking up if you want the like that traditional education route. Uh, yeah, I kind of wish I'd taken that route, Alex. um, um, all right, so yeah, right. So we're adding these. We added the checkboxes, and the checkboxes now show up. But shot in the dark. In order to tell whether the button is checked or not, I need a control variable. Yeah. All right. So oh yeah, and I need things to do with those variables. So all right. Hmm. Yeah. No. Never mind. All right. So oh, actually, I guess there's one thing I can do. Just nah. I don't care. Ever since I learned how to use like global variables in Python, I'm just like whatever. Global variables everywhere. Uh, whatever. All right. So Pev. Or actually, so I'll change these to multi-check and oops, multi-check and write-in check. And then the variables will be called just multi and write-in. So write-in check. Yeah, and then so pev multi equals tk enter dot bool bar. Was that an option? I hope so. Was that an option? I hope that's an option for control variables because it seems like it would be the right one for a checkbox, right? DS has started. Hey, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, this is a lot like a shirt, right? It's very reminiscent to a shirt. It's like, it's like, some people might even call it a shirt, a sweatshirt of sorts. Uh, um, yeah, welcome. How's it going? Uh, So, right, yeah, all right. So, oh yeah, I was gonna look up if boolvars are in fact a type of control variable. Survey says, I think I was reading that they were, right? Control variable, yeah, right. Do the thing where you just say what type. Oh, wait, what? It's not listed. Do you have a suggestion for check button? Oh, sent it to an int bar. Oh, alright, that's fine. I guess. Why not? Whatever. Int var. I wonder. I guess I. Hmm. So pev. Right in. Right, and I have to set these control bars. um, yeah, I don't mean to brag, but it's a pretty cool sweatshirt too. See, it's got this gray part that's like stripy, and then it has like this other part that's not stripy, and it has like these things which are key. Oh, and the best part is it has oops, it has little blue circles around the things. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. 10/10 would recommend. Uh, Variable, yeah. So I have to do variable equals pev multi, and same thing here for pev right in. And so, yeah, if anyone's curious as to what these things are actually going to do, multi is going to allow you to select multiple options. So sometimes I might like that. Sometimes I might want. So basically, like, so if you remember how actions work in yeah, if anyone played like the previous versions of Journey, like there are these or excuse me, events. Yeah, so events had like events would have a setup, like a premise, like for example, like one of them was like you're on a pirate ship for some reason. And then it would have actions that you could take associated with it. And so, like the actions on the pirate ship were like you could batten the hatches or hoist the mizzen. I forget if that was the pirate jargon we used. I think that was it. You could do either of those things, and then yeah, so there would be like varying results depending on what actions people took. Right. So with the live events, we're adding in two new like dimensions, I guess, to how these events work as well. We're adding in multi, which means you can select multiple actions. So instead of so like there'll be some number of actions, and you can choose to take whatever actions you would care for. Then so yeah, I'm trying to so thinking about how that will work actually. I'm thinking it'll be that like basically issuing the action is like a toggle. So so if you issue the same command twice, you're actually going to be undoing. So like if you hoist, for example, in the pirate example, and then you hoist again, normally it would be that like, I might have to revisit this because like previously when before multi-select, or like before you could select multiple options, you could change your option by so maybe there just won't be an undo. Maybe you can just maybe it's only additive. Maybe you can only sign up. Maybe you can't like maybe you can't like undo, I guess. I don't know. We'll see exactly how. But yeah, we'll see what's needed more. Like what's more important to support that having that consistency or adding in that that additional feature. Um, yeah, it's weird not ending with semicolons. I guess I could end with semicolons because it's not harmful to end with semicolons, but I don't. At least I don't know. Sometimes I accidentally put in a semicolon and it doesn't yell at me. But oh, and write in. I haven't figured out. Or maybe it's obvious what write in means. Write in means that you don't have to use like the prescribed actions that you can enter your own actions. You can come up with your own, and then yeah, because like with a live event, like I can actually react accordingly. Like we